Woo! We see the legend, the beautiful symbol over there. This guy has been the best player in a season, #1 Stoic. So it's going to be really interesting to see how he deals with Crocodile. The pre-bans come out as Nefties on one side and Oliver on the other. So both speed leads. We expect that Laura to come in. We know that TRUEWHALE has been playing a lot of Wedjet. The speed lead with that, kind of similar to what Thompson did. And on Crocodile side, will the light units, the very fast one like the Yanhong, we know that he also has that Eleanor. What are you expecting to see as a response from TRUEWHALE side?
Well, first of all, when you see that more water Ryu come out here with an Eleanor, you know he's going to be bringing some AoE recycling nonsense to this team here, where whatever he's going to be trying to do, he's going to do it again. But we see the lore, we see the budget, and of course Cigar's going to hit the field with the TRUEWHALE. And now we saw TRUEWHALE try this, and what ended up happening was some resistance and some violent procs popped out, and it stopped everything TRUEWHALE was trying to do. So I do think TRUEWHALE can go down that exact same route, and I'm wondering what Crocodile is going to be bringing to the table right now to try and get that control or get out of the situation that TRUEWHALE tried putting Big V in before, and it didn't work out for him. So will Crocodile have some sort of turn to you can't keep me down kind of style? Because TRUEWHALE right now, if he can get these units through, that's the idea, is he wants to keep Crocodile down and not let that mud puppy take an advantage of him.
Yeah, what you're saying is Crocodile needs to take a page out of Faraz's book. He needs to bring those tanky units and TRUEWHALE with a mid-range. I expected the Volantis, but I was not expecting a Ragdoll right here today. Very interesting. Has control, has double AoE strip, turn 1, reset, death break, a little bit of everything, and then the Ragdoll to counter the AoE from Crocodile. Both sides lacking a little bit of sustain with the exception of the Wedjet. We're going to see the Ganny last pick. What does that tell you? Does that tell you that he's going to ban and wants to play turn 1? Or is he going to take out this Ragdoll?
Oh, interesting. So Ganny, I think, definitely had to be banned out there because I do think that would have taken advantage of TRUEWHALE here. But 24 speed lead for both players. I guess it comes down to how fast is Crocodile? Is he faster than TRUEWHALE? And will the Ragdoll play that big of a pot here? We'll find out, guys. We get into match #1 with Crocodile and TRUEWHALE.
I am surprised that the Eleanor is probably on Violent and not Swift with that very high base speed. Here we go. The Wedjet buffs the team. The Laura can go for the AoE strip and try to take out that and then leave an opening. Does he do it? Yes, sir. Goes for the... oh, my God.
Wow.
And it procs. Is this on Violent? Yes, sir. Tries to go for an AoE stun probably right now. 3, 2, 1. Double stun.
Gets the stun on the water Ryu as well, which is really impressive here. We're going to see this third skill come out here. Probably going to be on the Chung Pong, I want to say, or potentially this Eleanor. But the Provoke has got to go out. Provoke does land true. TRUEWHALE in full control right now.
A killer whale on this side. The Ragdoll can pump some damage either on the Ryu or the Chung Pong. Goes for it. Nope. The monster he reset. He's like, I want this Eleanor gone. I don't want her in this match. And we know that the Cigar has that very important skill to get the death break in a little bit. Keeps reducing. Eleanor needs to be out. Will he try to sleep on the Cardinal right now? No, he just wants damage on the Eleanor. He doesn't care about anything else. I think that's a little bit dangerous because the Cardinal will have an opening, Stoic. I don't know. I don't know if I like that decision.
Well, one of these units have got to proc soon because right now TRUEWHALE's down to 12% right now, and then we have Crocodile sitting at his 27%. Crocodile really trying to get out of the hole that he's put in right now, but guess what, man? TRUEWHALE's got such an excellent draft. He's boosted up his attack bars. He's pushing Crocodile's attack bars back here, and anything Crocodile's potentially going to do when it comes to the Water Ryu and any of these 4 units, he's got to worry about potentially pushing up attack bars because Ragdoll's on this field.
Oh no, Brox, but the Chung Pong finally gets a turn. I'm telling you, I think it's very risky. You gave a chance to the other player when you have a comp that controls everything. Here we go. He needs stuns and gets 3 monsters down. The Eleanor will have an opening. She can put... oh, she doesn't risk it. She doesn't want to give a tech bar to the opponent. Now gets the strip, the death breaks, the glancing coming in. Now this Cardinal will have the opportunity to kill someone with that skill too. I would go for the Ragdoll. Yes, sir. 1 HP, but the heal comes out and he's not able to kill the Ragdoll.
That's right. I mean, a lot of people forget about that Widget passive, which is able to heal everybody again, and Ragdoll's probably going to get healed once again, so this unit's going to be staying healthy. He's got to go with the third skill, which is going to provide a lot of additional damage. He's going to drop that Eleanor right here, but damage gets pummeled in here, and he has to use that skill too. Again with the Despair stuns hitting the field here. Holy cow, Crocodile, you know, getting the procs in finally as well. You know, this kind of happened before. We saw a lot of violent procs come out there, and now towards the end here, Crocodile's probably going to be proccing and keeping TRUEWHALE back here. But again, once again, you see that healing coming out of the passive, and the Despair stuns just absolutely raining upon TRUEWHALE with this water Ryu.
I told you, I think TRUEWHALE was a little bit greedy, just focusing everything on the Eleanor early on. Now there's a big opportunity to remove this cigar. He goes actually for the wedge and the procs to clutch this wedge out of the field. It's a 2v3. There's an opportunity either side. Procs are going to become really important right now. This cigar praying for one. Doesn't get it. He needs the activation of the stuns right here. No stuns. 2v2. Woo!
Man, the fact that he didn't stun anything there is just insane. TRUEWHALE, in my eyes, actually had that lockdown if he had any stuns at all with that skill too, and he got absolutely nothing. So no additional turns going to be popping out there. Crocodile looking very, very comfortable right now because that's attack bar pushback on top of this Lore. Lore's going to get smoked right here by this Water Ryu. Absolutely insane Despair stuns from Crocodile. Crocodile taking round 1 away from TRUEWHALE.
Gotta tell you, my friend, that Cardinal pick was really good. He refused to go away. The Chunk Punk also did not get targeted and got to reduce attack bars, you know, get the cooldown resets, and he also removed all the buffs, making the passive from Wedget less impactful, and got some glancings and very powerful death breaks in there. So even with the heals, even with everything, it was a difficult match, very tanky units on Crocodile's side, and we talked about the Faraz book of taking a beating and getting up and finishing the match.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think Crocodile weathered the storm and was able to capitalize on there. But I think without those Despair stuns, we'd be singing a different tune right now. And we're seeing a Ragdoll first pick coming out of TRUEWHALE with the Busa as well. I'm not sure how I feel about this as first picks coming out of TRUEWHALE, because obviously this is not the aggressive TRUEWHALE. This is going to be definitely stepping back and letting your opponent take turn 1 there. So Lore's been locked in here. Let's see what Crocodile is going to be capitalizing with his team.
I kind of like that he's adapting, to be honest. I don't know. His comp set up the pace last match, but he didn't manage because of some details to finish up Crocodile. Now, the question is, does Crocodile bring some, you know, sustain as well, or does he go CC turn 1? And he's practically telling us, I want to go turn 1. Maybe I'll ban this Ragdoll. I don't know. I like TRUEWHALE's draft so far more. He can even pick up Leo last pick, depending on what comes out. Oh, no Tianlang. I'd like to see a Rakuni, some sort of sustained Juno. That's great. Yeah, that's so turn 2 against this very turn 1 comp. The Vero's a little bit early. Volantis a little bit better. Yes.
Yeah, I do like the Juno Volantis. I think this is totally fine going into this draft right here. Oof, man, that is pretty aggressive. I do like that Yan Hong. I think that's probably that should definitely get locked in here. Oh, the Beelzebub! This is an absolute firework unit. And sometimes when you see that Beelzebub hit the floor, it's like that's banned. You don't let that through.
You don't want that through, but the thing is the Yana is so powerful right here. You called it. So very strong comp on Crocodile's side. I really like his 2 last picks, and TRUEWHALE bringing Pontos. The immunity is very good, but I don't know if I'm a huge fan. I got to tell you, I don't know if the Pontos fits into here. I would like some more disruption, you know, something that brings
Crocodile winning this match already. I think the synergy in the draft from Crocodile is outstanding. Those are 4 very impressive LD Nat 5s hitting the field for Crocodile, where TRUEWHALE's usually the guy to bring all the crazy LD Nat 5s. But right now, I think the team synergy for Crocodile is absolutely insane. TRUEWHALE cannot rely on this Ragdoll bouncing things back here. I think the Chung Pong is an interesting ban because we just let a very, very strong team through for Crocodile. But I feel like there really wasn't a choice here.
I don't love any of the bans, Stoic. I would have loved a Beelzebub ban, and then on the other side, a Ragdoll ban. But with a Ragdoll through, there's also a big chance for him to come back into this match, gain a lot of attack bar, deal some damage, because there's only one source of healing. Let's see, Yan Hong turn 1. She has skill 2. She can boost her team, beneficial effect removes something from the opponent. Does he do it? Yes, sir, but misses it on Volantis. There's a chance already to come back for TRUEWHALE, get that strip, those glancings on top of them, and misses it on the 2 key units, but gets 2 provokes, especially on the damage unit.
Yeah, beautiful glancing being applied to that Dark Demon. The Dark Demon's going to bring a ton of volatility to the table here. Looking for a stun or a sleep, not getting that either. He's trying to hold on to the strip because he knows that WUSA skill 3 is going to go off, so shields and immunities popping up for TRUEWHALE here. And I think TRUEWHALE already just needs to see some despair stuns in my eyes because I still really, really like Crocodile's team. I feel like that Beelzebub's still going to be a really, really big problem.
I love the disruption, the WUSA coming in, you know, between the Laura. I told you, the Ragdoll was a fair ban because now with Ragdoll on the field, every time you attack, if you crit, you're going to give a tech bar. It's going to be really hard to fit in between these 2 units. He basically guarantees that the Yanhong is there right now. If he gets a stun on the Laura, this is going to be key. Doesn't get the stun, there's going to be a little bit of another opening, some damage with WUSA coming down on the Laura. She's very, very low. Can she remove? And gets triple removal, getting the opening, but the Juno will cut in. The only thing is, there's going to be a small window of time for this Beelzebub to hit, and if he gets a proc out of this glancing, this is going to be really interesting. Can he get the stun or the strip?
He's got to go for the strip there. Does get the stun as well. Holy cow, that was actually really, really impactful right now because I think he just goes and starts dropping units and everything's going to be much, much better for TRUEWHALE here. Because I'll tell you what, man, that Beelzebub still is just so scary.
But I'm telling you, I really didn't like the Ragdoll on the field. Ragdoll has been a silent destroyer of this comp. He can just put the protection right here, or he can just go for the kill, goes for it. Beelzebub won't even get the chance, and GG TRUEWHALE taking it back. I really like Crocodile's draft, but the ban, Stoic, the ban is so important.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't like the bans either. But to be honest, I still sit here and I say I could care less about the Ragdoll, to be honest with you. I feel like the people that really performed well was just Volantis. Volantis for TRUEWHALE was an absolute all-star out here. There was a lot of control. The glancing was just insane, really keeping the damage back from Crocodile. I think Juno was an excellent pick there. Obviously, probably one of the better strippers to have in that match there to remove the beneficial effects that Crocodile brought to the table. WUSA was a very, very solid pick here. And I think these are the all-stars here. I think Ragdoll was okay. I don't think Ragdoll's bad.
Okay, stop.
I think Ragdoll was
as a Ragdoll user. Okay, first thing I'm gonna say is the devs are not hearing you, so you don't need to say, "Oh, Ragdoll was okay." Ragdoll was the MVP. So remember when Volantis stripped? It didn't hit the Laura. It didn't hit the Nefties. If Ragdoll wasn't there, Laura would have stripped. Nefties would have put everything on the whole team, but because a little dark monster that gives the team attack bar, when the Laura tried to use the skill, gave people attack bar, the WUSA cuts in, puts shields up, and it's like Nefties is looking at everyone's like, why am I here again, guys? Can I just do my thing?
I love the comment that devs aren't here. So you don't
aren't here. Okay, chat. Don't complain. I'm not gonna be like, oh, Kition the Shank, you know, oh, it wasn't impactful. Thompson lost. Let's just skill 2, AoE strip, please. Devs, you know, the
But I know where Stoic's coming from because I watched pre-SWC. I was in the spectate lobby there, Stoic. I know what you're talking about, man. It didn't seem to work.
Yeah, I know. I mean, like I said, I think the more reactive units out there did the job for TRUEWHALE, and I feel like Volantis was the true all-star, keeping so many units back there. Even like the revenge stuns coming after that, I think Volantis, in my opinion, was the all-star. And I know you're telling me Ragdoll was a silent killer out there, but sometimes I think like the 10% isn't that impactful when you brought so much of that other came to the field that TRUEWHALE brought to the field. That, and it just, in my opinion, as someone who's been playing Ragdoll a whole lot, it was everything else that really brought things together. I don't think bringing that Ragdoll changes anything, in my opinion.
Yeah, translating what you said, I hear that you would like a Volantis. That's what I get from it.
Yes, that's what we're hearing. That's what
I'm hearing. I don't think the Ragdoll wasn't impactful. It was everyone. To be completely honest, I just loved the whole draft. That we agree on. The whole draft made sense, and the ban from Crocodile didn't. Because when you're playing turn 1 and you want your comp to go through, you can't have disruption, right? So units like Ragdoll, like the Josephine, you know, like the Juno also.
All right, it was so impactful. It gets the ban now. All right, all right, fine.
And with shield and immunity, it's even crazier.
Oh my god. So 1-1. This is the match that decides everything, Stoic. Let's go. The Laura swaps side again, and funnily enough, the Laura has lost both matches and people still want her.
Yep. Laura hits the field. We're going to see a light Pola Queen. Looks like it's being drafted by Crocodile. We knew what he was trying to combo these things off before. I think he's going to keep doing that again. Of course, the Chung Pong will hit the field. I do love the take on the water Ryu, taking that away from Crocodile. So we've got double strip, double beneficial effect removal coming from TRUEWHALE. And I do like the cigar. I think this is an excellent pick here from TRUEWHALE. He is going down that same route. Do we see the Widget once again hit the field?
I would love a Wedget. Oh, no, but I would like the Water Ryu before. I agreed with you. That was an important steal. Now you let Crocodile have the Water Ryu, which was super impactful on game 1, but he doesn't take it. Volantis coming out. Now you just need a Juno. Just pick a Juno. No, a Juno. There's no one that kills Juno on that side.
I mean, I think the Shan's really, really good here. I think Shan can be an aggressive unit. He's got all the strips out there as well, so he's able to keep back Crocodile. So I do think this is a bit of a threat. The Juno does hit the field for a Crocodile. It's crazy because if Crocodile had, you know, Ragdoll on his field, this could have been super good for all the AoE. No, I'm just kidding. So Shan's going to get the ban. We've got Juno taking the ban here. I do give a little bit of favor right now to TRUEWHALE's draft here because once again he's showing that he's got the strips to control. He wants to take advantage of his opponent right now, but I do think Connell, Chung Pong, especially this Ganymede where there's no Muno on the other side of the field, can be very disruptive. So I think Crocodile's looking for, you know, those violent proc, turn the tables kind of moments here. He does, I believe, he has to weather a storm that TRUEWHALE's going to throw on him.
Okay, I gotta tell you something. I like both drafts, but I love the Ganny pick. The Ganny's so strong against the Segar because any procs on Crocodile's side, he can give the turn back and he can just make this Cardinal do so much. Cardinal's gonna be very tanky into this match. The lead is very strong. So both drafts are great. I agree with you that TRUEWHALE has the set pace kind of draft, but on game 1, the Cardinal kept surviving, and then the damage late on in the match is so high and very difficult to deal with. So I think it will come down to, you know, little stuns, attack bar reductions during the match, and maybe a decisive proc or two because both drafts look very strong.
And that's the thing,
I do believe.
Takes over those windows of opportunity, right, Stoic? Like, if a window prevents itself, he's going through it.
Yeah, not just the Connell, though, but the Ganymede. Ganymede's super scary if it's able to take advantage of a situation. There's, like I said, there's no immunity on the side of TRUEWHALE. Ganymede's got some of the scariest violent procs if he gets a 3rd skill off at a time where, you know, TRUEWHALE was not ready for him. We're talking about violent procking out, but I do think TRUEWHALE is the faster player here. We know how fast this Laura is. TRUEWHALE should be taking turn 1 away from Crocodile and really trying to set the tone. So I guess what we're going to be finding out is there going to be resistances? Is there going to be additional turns? I think if there's resistance, there's going to be issues going up against, well, either one of the players when it comes to resistance. But I think TRUEWHALE takes turn 1, really oppresses Crocodile. Crocodile looking for those violent procs and try to turn the tables in those moments.
Yo, that's a really good point. And also, Seppi, is this the first Ganny that we've seen picked in the Americas region?
No, we've seen a Ganny picked already. It wasn't as prevalent. Yeah, in China, and we've seen a couple Ganny bans as well on day 2, not day 1. The interesting thing is that Ganny is that kind of monster, right? It's kind of like, you know, when your grandma has that very old poodle and you're like asking her, like, how old is this poodle? You know, 29 years old and the poodle doesn't die. It's like Ganny. It just keeps getting nerfed by the devs like Oliver and continues to come back. We see him year after year when we get into the SWC and TRUEWHALE versus Crocodile, game 3. The decisive match starts.
Here we go, guys. Kicking things off. Widget going to be taking turn 1 for TRUEWHALE. Obviously going to be boosting up his attack bar there with the 2nd skill. Laura's going to be kicking things into gear. Any resist from Crocodile?
Gets the strip. Here we go. Volantis with a big opening. Can he get the quad provoke? The Dreamed gets 3 provokes, good enough, and now this Cigar can try to reduce attack bars, get the reset. The Chunk Pung is not provoked, and he doesn't go for it. A little bit of greed. Will the Chunk go for the reduction? Yes, sir, but the glancing does some work. No stun on the Cardinal, very, very important. He gets out of the glancing already. So there's gonna be a small window of opportunity right here for Cardinal to turn this around, because there's no opening, Stoic. Actually, the Laura says no, closes out the door, and gets stunned on everyone.
Yeah, I think this shuts it down right here. Like we said, TRUEWHALE has the draft to really take advantage of it. Obviously, there can be tables to be turned if Crocodile's able to proc out of any of the situations here, and that's not what you see. What we're going to be seeing is just more of this oppressive play. Holy moly! And just all skills available on Laura. Laura's going to keep pummeling away there. Big third skill, great additional damage. That's going to be it for this Light Polar Queen. Light Polar Queen's going to get dropped right here, and it's a tough situation to be put in.
Yeah, can we talk about how we said, why do people keep picking Laura if she lost the 2 previous matches? It's because of this. Because TRUEWHALE goes on to the next round. Congratulations. Beautiful show from Laura, getting key strips, the stuns, doing a little bit of everything.